question is, can you get a good gaming keyboard for under $50? Now, a good mechanical gaming keyboard, you can get plenty of dome keyboards for under 50 bucks. That's not hard, but a good mechanical gaming keyboard, maybe. Found this guy right here. It is an e-USO red hot swappable mechanical keyboard. It's pretty basic as far as the keyboard goes itself. The main thing I really wanted was function keys and number pad keys. Those are really important to me. I don't like the full-size keyboards, even though that's what I'm using now. I don't want it to replace it with something a little more compact. And this will hopefully do the trick. Let's unbox this thing. Nothing fancy on the inside. We got ourselves a keyboard. Got ourselves a power cable. Got ourselves a space bar key. 2 extra switches, a keycap puller, and a key switch puller. And that's the gist of it. Let's go ahead and take a look at the keyboard itself. And this is what we have. I don't know why they include 2 extra switches. Maybe they anticipate that they'll go bad. I don't know. But the keycap puller and the key switch puller are a nice touch. USB-C connector to USB. I don't really care for a wireless keyboard, only because my keyboard sits right next to my computer. It just seems pointless to me. I don't have a Mac setup where everything is all wireless and pretty and whatnot. So everything's pretty set up to be a gaming rig. So the enter key, super quiet. The number keys are a little more clacky. The shift keys are the same. And for that reason, I did go ahead and buy one of these. And what this is a bunch of little O-rings you put inside or underneath on the bottom side of the keys to keep them from clacking, from bottoming out and having that clacky sound. If you like that clacky sound, this is the keyboard for you. But these are linear red switches, and they are very clicky for my like. So if I'm doing WASD, that's very clicky. It's going to be really annoying for the microphone pickup. Now, if you like clacky, then that's going to be perfect for you. You are done and ready to go. For me, I want a little bit quieter, so I did buy this little kit. It was like $5.50. You get 200 O-rings, and you get also a keycap puller. This one's a little more handy than this one here. It'll become a little more useful, but for $5.50, that's not bad. I'll tell you how much I paid for this guy in just a little bit. But let's go ahead and I'm gonna swap out some of these. We'll compare those sounds together as soon as I finish installing some of these O-rings. All right, that took about a whopping 10 minutes of my time. And if you've never put O-rings on the bottom of a key switch, all they are these little tiny, I don't know if you can even see that. Can you even see it? And you put them on the bottom of the keycap. Like you would just basically install them like that. They just go on the bottom and they just clip back in. It's really easy. Pop the key out, put it in, done. It took me 10 minutes. I did most of the keys and I did the whole base of the keyboard. I didn't do any of the F keys. You can still hear those. And then those are a lot quieter now. And I did the arrow keys. And here's a comparison. I'm going to play the other one before. This is what it sounded like without the O-rings. And then this is what it sounds like with the O-rings. Much quieter. That's going to be a lot more my speed. Again, it's going to be a lot quieter for when I'm recording, with the microphone being so close to my mouth and the keyboard being right below my face, right in front of me. It picks up the keyboard keys really, really well on the microphone. Now, to tell you guys how much I paid for this guy, it was $33. And it had a 20% off coupon at the time I bought it. I'm going to put a link in the description below, both for the O-rings and for this keyboard. Again, it's just a generic. It's not a Glorious. It's not a Ducky. It's not a Steel Series. It's nothing along those lines. Both my kids each have Glorious keyboards. The GMMKs, they're fantastic keyboards. Don't get me wrong. They're great. For the money, I wanted to see if I could find myself something that's very, very usable, that's comparable for pennies on the dollar compared to a Glorious keyboard. They just started selling Glorious at Best Buy too, which is really interesting. But my favorite colorways are orange and gray, so having a couple little orange keys. I may buy more keys, more keycaps. You can buy keycap replacements for these. I'll put a description or put a link in the description as well to my favorite keycaps that I'm thinking of replacing this entire bed of the light gray with orange. Again, I love the color orange, so that works out really well for me. Yeah, let's go ahead and plug it in and see how it works. As you can see, it's lit up beautifully. It's RGB. I know it's controllable through a piece of software that I have not installed. I will get to that soon. But it functions really, really well. I went ahead and played a couple of games on it, and it functions no different than my Corsair keyboard did minutes ago. So yeah, this thing is fantastic. I think it's worth every single penny. I hope you guys consider something like this if you're looking for a new keyboard. It plugs in just like any other keyboard, but now it's disconnectable from the back. It's not hardwired into there. So it makes it portable, I suppose, if you really needed it to be that. But nonetheless, for less than $50, this is a great buy. I absolutely recommend it. Not sponsored by these guys by any which way, shape, or form. I went out on my way and researched and found the best keyboard that I could find for the least amount of money. So I did some research behind this. I didn't just go buy the cheapest thing I could find. There are cheaper keyboards than this. I don't know if they're any good or whatnot. I just, like I said before, I really wanted the F keys, I wanted the number pad keys, and I wanted the arrow keys on the right-hand side. So it's like an 80%er versus a 10 keyless TKL keyboard, which is not something that would suit my needs. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys want to see more unboxings and reviews on products like this, let me know in the comment section below, or just by simply giving me a big fat thumbs up. So till next time, see ya.